Welcome to the Mike and You podcast. This is your boy, Big Frenchie, aka the Mike A16 on Twitter, the Mike A16 on Snapchat, the Mike A16 on Instagram, the Mike A16 on Facebook,
other stuff,
the Mike A16 on Spill. Shout out to the Aura. And more importantly, or used to be more importantly, the Mike A16 on Blue Sky, baby. Hit me up. I'm with my main man.
That is IMUINKC on X and most other things. What it do? And that's the letter U, as you can see, not the word.
What it do is what it does. We got a great show for you guys today. We're going to recap the National Football Conference Championship game between the Washington Commanders at the Philadelphia Eagles. And we're going to recap the American Football Conference between the Buffalo Bills and the reigning, defending world champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. We also have voicemails.
I might have a take. I don't know. We'll see.
What you mean you might have a take?
I might have a take. I didn't tell you about it, but I might have a take.
And we have,
got a bunch of takes, but something we didn't plan to talk about. But anyway, we continue.
Okay, we can talk about it.
We keep it moving.
But as always, of 2025, we're going to start the show off with a random segment. And the random segment is the Fast and the Furious franchise. That was a good sound effect.
Of course it was. I can't even remember dude's name, but I'm him. From Police Academy.
Michael Winslow?
It wasn't Winslow. It was something.
That was his name.
Was it Winslow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude was so talented, bro.
Ridiculous. And
now you making me regret saying the Fast and the Furious.
Crazy thing is, when those movies came out, I was not allowed to watch them. I was a young buck. Okay.
Police Academy?
Yeah. When they
your parents were strict,
bro. Do you not know my dad? You met my dad,
Pastor Bishop,
and you don't know him like that. But no, we were not allowed to watch. Okay. Yeah, we weren't allowed to watch Police Academy. So I rewatched them as an adult.
Freeze, dirtbag.
18. About 18. Gutenberg was in it. There's a bunch of people in it.
Hightower was in it.
Hightower, yeah, boy.
Tackleberry was. He had that long, 357?
Yeah.
Then that grandma. Then your boy Gilbert Godfrey was in it.
Yeah,
towards the end.
Dang, yeah. I think that's what they made Reno 911. I think that was kind of like a new version. It probably wasn't meant to be, but when I looked at it, that's what I saw.
TV version.
Yeah, that's what I saw was a new age version of Police Academy.
Man,
that movie is hilarious, bro. Man. That movie's hilarious. But those movies are hilarious, and they had to find a way to.
Nowadays, it's all remakes.
Yeah, they had to find a way to updo the last one, like overdo the last one. And they did a decent job at it. Decent job.
Captain Harris.
Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
The Fast and the Furious franchise. I watched the first two, right?
When the very first two? Okay.
Yeah. And I thought it was cool little movies about racing or whatever, not. And police undercover.
Racing, because it sounded like you said race. But we keep it moving.
I'm just like my Uncle Donnie.
Okay.
I blame DEI.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of that, all seriousness, prayers out to the people in the plane crashes.
My God, bro.
That's
crazy.
Two within 72 hours, 48 hours, 50 hours. I don't know. Because I leave my house at like 3:30 in the morning and I don't return to like
3:30.
Yeah, I'll be at work at 4.
God have mercy.
Then I don't get back because I got a part-time job.
Yeah,
I don't get back home till like 9:45 or 10 o'clock. I just take a shower
and hit the hay. Yeah, no doubt. You saving money though.
Yeah.
You saving it. You might not be buying as much as you used to, but you saving something. You can't spend it when you got time to spend it. I know your daughters do, but because my wife does. So
I spend it. See the cash app. Like, why you send me a cash app? I already know where my money went. Two people.
Yeah.
Two people.
But that's what they do. They trying to be a bank now.
My favorite two kids.
Well,
I love all my kids the same, but I got favorites.
Okay. Prime. Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
So then I did look at Tokyo Drift, and I just drifted away from the franchise.
Trash.
That's why I drifted.
I watch it still,
but
it was trash.
And then I missed a couple of them. Then I saw the one when Paul Walker died.
6.
And I wanted to see how they finished the movie. They did.
I think it was 6.
And his brother was in it. Then, of course, I looked at it when Rock and Stratham. Jason Statham. I'm sorry, Statham. Sorry for putting an R in your name. Jason Statham. I just want to see how that matched out. Then John Cena came about. Like, kill the franchise, bro. When you keep going, space, cars in space.
Hilarious.
Like
kill the franchise.
Hey, like the parachute really gonna hold that car.
What?
You know, when they came from space and I think Tyrese and Ludacris was in the car.
Yeah.
Like a parachute really gonna hold that car to float like that. Come on now. Make it more realistic. Just kill the front. But I do think Ludacris and Tyrese bring a great comedy effect to the movie, in my opinion.
It's all right. Man, 2001 was when the first one came out, and I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was cool. And that back then, I was a lot different than I am today, as far as like what I wanted to be, what I wanted to do, and all that. I graduated in 2003, high school. And so I'm a junior in high school, and this movie comes out. And back then I wanted to do the whole racing thing. I was like, this is amazing. This is what I wanted to do. But I didn't want to get arrested, so I didn't do it. So anyway, the first one was fine. The second one I really loved that one. Tokyo Drift came out. Trash.
You don't like Bow Wow?
Couldn't stand him back then. Don't like him now.
Fast and Furious. Singer, baby.
When the second one came out, I said, this could be a legit franchise, a good one. And then they started coming out with these other ones, Fast and Furious, which was fine. I think that's the one where Letty got killed. Allegedly. Thank you. Fast 5, Letty was not in there, and then they went to Rio de Janeiro. The story was progressing. I was like, cool. That's one of the best ones. That was the first one The Rock showed up on. Fast 5 was fine. Then
which one? I didn't mean to cut you off, but which one was the one when the Chinese dude got killed? Allegedly.
Oh, that was in Tokyo Drift.
He got killed in that one?
Yeah. Okay. Allegedly, because he came back in 6 or 7, 1 or 2. But I was dating somebody at the time.
It wasn't your wife?
No. And we was like, she was into this with me at the time. And we broke up, and I think it was around Fast 5, and we went to go see Fast 5, even though we weren't together. And so that was cool. That was fun, whatever. But then Fast Furious 6 came out, was fine. But they kept, why everybody got to be family? That's the one thing I can't stand about this show. Why does everybody have to be family?
So
why?
We're not family?
Why? No, we're
not. You invite me over for Sunday dinner with your whole family.
Why does everybody have to be family? You get this guy and he shows up and he's related to this person, so I got to go get my grandma from England.
Oh, you talking about that type of family?
That type of family.
I'm about to say we ain't family.
Like I feel like
offended.
I feel like
on my birthday weekend, that's that. What a gift to give.
I meant to say that. By the by, happy birthday. That was before you went off on your tangent. I meant to say happy birthday to the
thank
mic.
you.
Not today, but tomorrow. Anyway,
Groundhog Day, February 2nd.
Everything started being about family and all that trash, and then Fast or Furious 7. I don't even remember what the storyline was for that one.
That's bad.
And then Fate of the Furious.
Which one did John Cena show up in? 10, 9?
I don't remember if it was 7 or 6.
He showed up before in 10?
I don't remember if it was 7 or 6.
We at 10 now, right?
We at 10 now.
And he showed up at the end.
Why am I looking at this and they said here's a release order and they only got 8? I don't know what that is. But Hobbs and Shaw was a spinoff of that. And that was fine, I guess. When Fast and Furious 2 came out, I thought that could be a legit franchise. Didn't think it was going to be like 10 movies, but I thought, hey, 5 movies would be cool and maybe a couple spinoffs. But then they went to space and Han came back and I was done. When Han came back, I was through. Okay. I don't even know if I looked to see how they explained Han coming back.
Yeah.
I saw that he was still alive. That Letty, was it Letty? Yeah, Letty.
She came back.
Letty, that was explainable because they didn't really show her dying. Letty and old girl, Paul Walker's woman, I think, found him, and I was like, you know what? Click. Then I went back to it like a month or 2 later, and I was like, man, this is horrible. I think I should have stopped at about 6. Yeah, I should have stopped at 6.
I stopped way before you then.
I tried to go back to it because I legit thought this was gonna be it could be something good. And then they started putting what is it? Why
did they bring Bow back?
Because he had no business being in it in the first place.
I'm just asking a question.
He had no business. Bow sucks at acting. I said it. Shad Moss, you suck. Sorry. It is what it is.
He was good on The Masked Singer.
No, he was not.
I
haven't even seen it, but I'm trusting in his ability to act on Fast and Furious that I was going to mock him, but I'm not. All
right. Give me a swish.
It was horrible, bro. I don't know.
Thanks for attending the random segment of this week, the Fast and the Furious. Did you want to talk about something before we jump into the NFC game?
I forgot. You got me off on this. I'm pissy about that.
This is what the random segment was about.
That makes
y'all can understand. Y'all can get an inside look at what we think about other subjects besides football.
I don't even remember now.
All right,
figure it out.
The Washington Commanders lost to the Philadelphia Eagles in the National Football Conference title game.
Stand up. Who are you? A commander.
See, I knew the Commanders were going to lose because
I knew the Commanders was going to lose because they got a rookie quarterback, and rookie quarterback ain't going to do it. Like, it's not going to cut it. It's just not. So
I knew they lost because, once again, they listened to you. They listened to the podcast, right? And what did you say? As soon as Tim Rinaldi did his pregame, said, Dan Quinn said, stop acting like y'all ain't supposed to be here. Y'all supposed to be here. Y'all got to play like the mortgages do. I knew they lost right then and there.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Because you put more pressure on them. Because this is what happened, right? When you play with house money, you just go out there and have
house
fun.
Money.
You just go out there and have fun. The pressure's not on you. But when you tell them you got to play like the mortgage depend on it, and you really ain't have a team of personnels that been there before, even that far in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
I was trying to think. I don't think anybody
and then,
has been that far.
Except for Wagner, but that's just one person. And he's he's like the London Fletcher of the league nowadays.
He is Methuselah in football years.
And then you got
man in the Bible, if y'all
and then your boy Cliff Kingsbury is not a great coach at all, for real.
Come on.
So
didn't I say it?
So
I've been saying it. And that's why I think Jaden Daniels, from where I'm giving you props.
LSU player.
Shut up.
You
Anyway,
just gonna give me props.
I'm just giving you props. That's the reason I said it. But that's why I think Jaden Daniels is so good, because he was able to, him and the team were able to overcome the lull, because there's always a lull with Cliff Kingsbury. It's
and like, a quitting team.
He figures it out. He gets it. He takes the league by surprise. Then mid-season, he hits this plateau, and he doesn't know how to figure it out. He did it with Kyler Murray. He did it with Patrick Mahomes. Come on now.
816-654-6883.
It happens. And it's just crazy to me how you don't see that, and how people don't see that and realize, oh, but Jaden Daniels is really good. He's really good. That's why he was able to overcome that and make it to the NFC Championship game. But you were also going against an Eagles franchise who've been here before. Yeah.
So what happened was
yeah.
You can't. He did the right thing, because I always say take the points. But the first drive, you went for it 2 times on 4th down.
Yeah. Those are times you should have took the points.
But then 4th and 2, you get closer. To me, you still take the points, but he did. But you got to keep going. When you started way back there, but also,
did you watch Iron Man?
Look who you talking to. I don't know if he's DC or Marvel.
That doesn't matter. Did you watch it?
No, but I know Robert Downey Jr. is the guy. He got killed in one of the movies.
Okay, you're going off on a tangent, and you're gonna make me forget my thought. On the first Iron Man, dude said
there's more than one.
Rhodey said. He gave the speech about he doesn't think a drone could do what a manned pilot can do, right? And the analytics of a football game are similar. And as much as we can say be aggressive and go for it and go for it and go for it, it's a situational thing. Yeah, I was about to say it's a situational situation.
All right, Jada Pickett.
But like we can say, you should have went for it here. You should have went for it here. You should have went for it here. But every 4th and 1 ain't created equal. Every 4th and 2 ain't created equal.
That's true.
Every 4th and 3, it might be created equal for the Eagles, but I suggest, by the by, moving forward, it ain't created equal, and y'all need to know that. But every 4th and 1, 4th and 2 ain't equal. So it's easy to say, go for the points. Like, are we on the 50? Are we on the 30? Are we on my own 30? Are we on their 30? Like, can we kick the field goal? I'm only saying that because we used to blast Andy Reid for being horrible at the clock management and situational football. Not just one, both.
He's a legend now.
He's figured it out. Like it's amazing how he had to go through those things, and then he came out on the other side like gold. But he sucked at one point very badly. And we used to go for like 4th down on the 30. Now I'm cool with going for 4th down on 30, but he also makes sure Patrick Mahomes doesn't get to that super aggressive mode. And because when you get into that,
try to launch it.
Yeah, when you try to get into that hyper aggressive mode, you tend to make mistakes. And if the team is good that you're playing against, they will key off on those.
So then they kicked the field goal, right?
Yeah.
In the first play, my guy, Saquon Barkley,
my God.
60, what?
My
61?
God, I
61.
hate you, Giants. New York freaking Giants. I hate you with every fiber of my being. So y'all suck, and I've been saying, and y'all got the curse of Gettleman. I'm sorry, you got it. It's y'all own it.
So he ran that 61 yard or 68 yard. I forgot what the number yard is on the first play, right?
I'm scared. Go ahead.
And then the next Commanders.
First play, bro.
No, my guy,
Saquon
Barkley.
Dude, I was sitting here watching it. First play. I just dropped everything and just walked away. I was like, oh.
And so then the next possession for the Commanders, they marching down the field a little bit, and here come play like your mortgages do.
Mm-hmm.
That wide receiver, all he had to do just go down, but he tried to fight for yards because he playing like he got to pay the mortgage. and dude punched it out, and that was the end of the game right there because all the turnovers started
in my
happening.
opinion, it wasn't even that hard. He didn't even like I've seen him, I think his arm, it felt like his arm was just flinging.
He was trying to tackle.
It was intentional that he punched it out, but there wasn't even a legit try. But
and then turnover after turnover started happening because in my opinion, you put too much pressure on them.
But even still, with that, Jaden Daniels responded second half decently. I expected him to
fold,
maybe not fold. I guess that because Washington ain't been to the playoffs in do we know how long? However, we're also talking about two teams that are in the same not only same conference but the same division. And didn't they
split?
I think they split. Okay, so
they had
knocked. You knew this was going to be a good game.
They knocked out Jalen Hurts. That's how he got hurt.
Yeah, that's it. You're right. You knew this was going to be a good game, even when the Eagles got up. I knew they were going to come back. That's the only reason I kept watching because I was like, Saquon about to take over this game. And when he did, I was like, And so, yeah, man, I'm.
By the by, as your quote, we will not be setting our Super Bowl predictions
not this show,
but next week we will.
Yeah, buddy.
So the Eagles,
this is the first week. And so next week, they already went through the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, the Pro Bowl is tomorrow. Flag Pro Bowl.
Stupid.
Shout out to Sean Taylor. Rest in peace.
Sean Taylor.
Rest in peace.
Man. But
he didn't want to started this. He popped that punter or that quarterback that time. It's a legit hit.
Shout out to the punter too, whoever that was, because he popped back up too. But that hit was vicious. That used to be on every highlight play on Madden when it first came out. When they started highlighting hits at the first part of the game. Woo. But anyway,
the Eagles did what the Eagles normally do on defense, which sack, but also let a team stay around a little bit longer. But the turnover
you got Saquon, man. He could flip a game on his head in a second.
But you don't want to rely on that.
I wouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't have to. With guys like Devontae Smith and AJ Brown, why should you? I mean, he over there reading books on the sideline. Why should you have to rely on Saquon like that? You got Jalen Carter and them on the other side. Come on now. I want to talk about next week so bad. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it.
Let's get to the voicemails. 816-654-6883.
What's up? This is Duck. Yeah. I really wanted the Commanders to win that game because I like that quarterback. He plays. He got a hell of a season. And but you know what I'm saying? It was a good game. I wasn't playing their best, so I don't know what's going on in that game. Then the Bills really won that game. I don't know. The Chiefs been getting by all season.
I gotta go back to them.
Bad calls. The refs wasn't calling calls and nothing, like flags was getting thrown. And then you watch other games, you see these motherfucking quarterbacks getting hit right after they throw the ball. You don't see no ref calling, but as soon as Patrick Mahomes he would get tapped on his shoulder, this motherfucker roughing the passer, like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if they was doing the Broncos doing that shit and I think fucked up. I was like, you know what I'm saying? That shit's fair, but these fans, they so up Patrick Mahomes' ass, they don't know the fucking ins and outs. Like, it's just dumb. Like, even as a fan, you should just still know bad calls and dumbass calls. Like, let these motherfuckers play football. Like, they ain't fucking hurt that nigga. I can see if he threw the ball, then they just running towards him and the ball been gone, then they just hit him. But shit, a motherfucking big ass 300-pound motherfucker can't stop at the drop of a dime as soon as the ball reaches his hand and then they hit him like they can't stop them fast. So shit. And then what it is, the fuck the Chiefs. Hope they fucking lose in the Super Bowl to the Eagles. I don't know what's going
course you
on with fast security shit, so I can't comment on that. I haven't looked to see. Get on Twitter and see what's going on. I ain't know nothing else is going on with fast security. I hope they come out with another high shine. That was my shit. I like that. Yeah, it takes forever for the people to that. But other than that, man, keep doing what y'all doing. Happy birthday to the mic. Well, thanks for a second, but you know, early happy birthday to you. And y'all
Thank you.
stay up. Peace.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, that's a spinoff.
What's up, guys? Just starting into one more horticulture here on my text this week. Just recapping the conference championship games. Chiefs Bills. It pretty much went like I thought it would. Last week I picked the Chiefs to win the game. I thought the Bills were gonna make it close and make it competitive. But at the end of the day, I just think that the Chiefs' experience, the coaching, would win the game for them, and it did. I just think the Bills have a good roster, but not a good enough or great enough roster to overcome what the Chiefs have. Just didn't believe in that receiving core outside of Shakir. Defense was leaky all season, and I think they just wasn't going to make enough plays at the end, which the Chiefs did and ended up winning the game and back in the Super Bowl. As for my team, the Eagles, I mean, I didn't expect a blowout. I'm not going to lie to you, not like I expected a blowout, but I knew we was going to win the game handily just because of the matchup. The two previous times we played each other, Jalen getting hurt second time in that game. In the second game rather, and it was kind of leading towards blowout then. But we had a good lead in that game when he was healthy. Just how well our defense has been playing. Just how well the running game and the offense. And then Kellen Moore opened the playbook up a little bit more this game, especially for the passing game. And everything looked really smooth, and look how we kind of envisioned it to look to start the season. So I'm happy that we won the game. Obviously, happy to go back to the Super Bowl. First quarterback since Jim Kelly, 93, 94. 91, 92 rather to lose a Super Bowl and then return back to a second Super Bowl. Most quarterbacks that lose that debut Super Bowl usually don't go back. I think it's been 19 that it's happened to, and neither one of us has gone back. So credit to Jalen, credit to the team, the coaching staff, especially Nick Sirianni. A lot of people, don't like Nick and hope that he's a good coach, but I see it with the behind the scenes videos and the stuff that he says to those guys. He gets some guys ready to play, and they're motivated to play for him. So I'm happy that we're back in the Super Bowl, and it's going to be a great matchup. Hey, guys, for letting me call. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Big Fish Niner Nation, Big Fish Niner Nation. It's a good morning, it's a good day, it's a good time to be talking sports, be fellowshipping with my bros. Shout out to you. Shout out birthday Mike. This big head dude got another birthday.
Thank you.
Bless you,
Thank
my
you.
brother. May God give you some a good day, a good weekend. May this day be celebratory for you, my friend. Stay out of the shady ladies. If it's telling you it's shady, then you don't need them ladies. Happy birthday, Big Mike. But on with my takes, this is going to be an interesting Super Bowl, my friends. Interesting Super Bowl. I've broken this Super Bowl down to 3 points. I'm going to get through them pretty quickly here. This game is going to come down to who's going if Philadelphia can come out and play the Chiefs to win, not play the Chiefs not to lose. What a lot of teams do, because the Chiefs are so fearful, so dominant right now, and over the past few years, they come into that game already with a fear that, hey, if we do this, we're going to lose. If this happens, we're going to lose. The Eagles have to come out to beat the Chiefs. They have to be in we're going to beat the Chiefs mentality. Not just psyche, but the mentality has to be. We're not going to play the Chiefs to lose. Sirianni has to coach not to lose, even though I don't think he's a match at all for Andy Reid. But he's going to have to do something because he does have a weapon that I feel could be a factor. You know, the Eagles played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl a few years back. I think they lost by a field goal, but they didn't have Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is definitely going to be the key to this game. If they can give him, he's going to need at least 25 touches in the Super Bowl in order for them to have a chance. So they got to come out with we're going to win mentality, and they got to come out and put their foot on the Chiefs' neck in order to have a chance at all. I picked the Eagles. I picked the Eagles to win, but it's hard. It's hard because I know the Chiefs got Patrick Mahomes. So when you got a quarterback like this guy, it's hard to go against him. But I just see in Saquon Barkley's eyes that he's on a mission.
He is.
So right now, the Eagles are flying higher. Their momentum, their mentality, their inspiration is higher than Snoop Dogg at a Martha Stewart meeting. So they're going to have to come in, though, and make it happen. Also, it's going to come down to situational football coaching. Third down.
Yep.
Big Fish, I'm talking about third down conversions. If you notice this year, this NFL season, there has been more going forward on fourth opportunities than any other time in the NFL. Teams are now going forward on fourth. If you notice that stat, the going forward on fourth down stat percentage is up. 50% of the time, half the time, NFL team, not just the Detroit Lions. Of course, Dan Campbell was the one that, did it way too aggressive. But if you notice, the going forward on fourth percentage is high. The reason teams are starting to go forward on fourth is because the third down conversion is the pressure of not converting the third down. So that's a major key when I look at that stat. That's the key in football now. You have to convert the third down in order to keep yourself out of the pressure of do I punt or do I go forward on fourth? Whatever team ends up having to continue to go forward on fourth, what the Bills did, they constantly put themselves in positions to have to go forward on fourth. And when they didn't get it, it cost them the game. So I want you to watch in this Super Bowl who can take advantage of the third down conversions. Whoever has the most third down conversions is probably going to win this football game. So the other component is the referees. People don't understand the play. I mean, not play calls. That's coaching. People don't understand the referee calls are a big percentage in football games, especially high state football games like a Super Bowl. Anytime you get in the postseason, anytime you get in the playoffs, and anytime you get in the Super Bowl or the AFC, NFC Championship, the calls are going to kill you. That's why you can't be in situations where it comes down to a call. That's what the Texans didn't do, and they whined. You can't put yourself in a position where you fall victim to a call because the human element is always relevant in anything you're doing. So it's going to come down to who's going to be affected the most by a certain call that's controversial or a certain call at the wrong time of the game. So you got to look at those points. But I'm going with Eagles. I think it's going to be a great Super Bowl. A little shaky because they got the doggone Patrick Mahomes. But I just think Saquon Barkley is going to be the bigger difference. I just think he's the real leader of the Eagles, not Jalen Hurts. So that's my take on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Big Fish, I'm talking about third down conversions. If you notice this year, this NFL season, there has been more going forward on fourth opportunities than any other time in the NFL. Teams are now going forward on fourth. If you notice that stat, The going forward on fourth down stat percentage. I was listening to a podcast that was talking about Lamar Jackson and quarterbacks who get MVPs, athletes who get MVPs versus championship. And they were talking about how the MVP is an individual award, where the Super Bowl is a team award. So I found that interesting, and you guys can collaborate on it on the podcast. Do you think players care more about Super Bowls, or do you think players care more about MVP, individual award? Which one of those accomplishments makes the player more credible? For the fans, also for the media, and also for the player. Do you think you're more credible if you're an NFL player? Do you think you're more credible if you won a Super Bowl or if you won an MVP? For example, there was an interesting stat that Stephen A. brought up. I was listening to him. He brought up the fact that Steve Nash is the only NBA player that had multiple MVPs but never played in the championship game. Lamar Jackson is the only NFL player that has won multiple MVPs and never won a Super Bowl. Trout, the baseball guy, Mike Trout, is the only baseball player that has won multiple MVPs but never won a World Series. So if you could go back, do we think those players would rather have those MVPs, or would they trade them all in for champions? You a better player. So when you look at that, you can see that there were quarterbacks in the NFL that won Super Bowls, but they weren't better than some of the football players that have MVPs. So what makes you a better player? Winning at the highest level or getting individual accolades? That's my take. Let's discuss it. Big Fish, Niner Nation, out.
Hey, Mike and you. It's Two Putts. I just want to call and wish Mike and Mike happy birthday tomorrow. Have a good one, fellas.
Thanks, Two Putt.
Timmy T.
Back on the podcast.
That's what's up.
All it took was my birthday to come up.
Once a year.
Yeah. Shout out to Duck calling. Shout out to
Big
Mo
shout
Horton calling.
Yep.
Shout out to Big Fish calling. Am I missing somebody?
Nope. Timmy T, yeah. That's it.
And Two Putts.
Hold on. There's one more. I can't remember who it was.
8166. I need to hire the intern back.
Yeah, you do. You kept complaining about that Hooters money, and yeah, took off with it and never came back. He need to hire the intern. No, you named them all.
Are you sure?
Duck, Mo, Big Fish, and Timmy Two Putts. We good.
Thanks for the birthday shout out, fellas.
Yup.
Let's answer
Big Fish's question.
MVP.
I don't think. Let's see what you got to say.
MVP comes, right? I think at the time they win it, they're excited about it. And that's what they shoot for, to be the best in their profession. But however, in over due time, you want that championship ring. At least one. Or at least play in the game in the NFL. You know what I mean?
I think it varies from. I do know what you mean, and I think it varies from sport to sport.
And I do think that some people, like Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, it came naturally because they're so good at what they do. So the MVP was gonna come naturally, and a lot of them put team first.
Yeah,
like at first when we saw that $500 million contract on Patrick Head, we was like, what does it mean for the rest of the team?
Yeah.
But it turned out it was more friendly than anything.
He took a page from Tom Brady's book.
Tom Brady in the New England years, Peyton Manning with the Colts and with the Broncos. You see what I'm saying? So when you can add pieces, valuable pieces, like almost top 15 somewhere at every position, you have a chance to do that. Then your natural talent is going to get you the MVP. Then your team camaraderie comes more. You see people like D-Hop coming to KC now because he could have avoided the trade. You see Hollywood Brown took less money to come here. That's what people do. People took less money to play with Tom. People took less money to play with Peyton. You get the ring, then the money gonna come. Look at Tyreek. He bounced out with the money. Even though the money was almost the same, but in that no tax bracket in Florida.
And the $4 extra million per year that he was getting.
So you get the ring, you get the money. And
Colin Saunders, there's a bunch of people who left the Chiefs that ended up getting their payday, but they got the ring on top of it. But
especially the greatest chief of all time, Dirty Dan, baby.
I was wondering if that was what you were bringing up. But if you look at sport to sport comparison, I feel like it's different, and it's they keep saying NFL is the ultimate team sport, right? And I don't know if how long that's going to continue for. And the reason I say that is because you keep seeing guys quit.
Always.
Quit. And they get bashed for that. Moving forward, that could diminish. Like if you notice, generations after us are becoming more and more me-centric. I'm looking out for myself over the team.
Which they should.
That's not going to stop. It's going to be taken to an extreme. And you never, in Jim Brown's day, you would have never seen a person quit. And there was no media back then. Jim Brown's day, you never saw a quit. Then you come up to fast forward years later, 50 Super Bowls later, and now we done seen 3 guys quit. Just walk off the field when it's their time to go in. One, because, hey, I'm not supposed to be backing up nobody, so I'm leaving. One's like, you know what? Not worth it.
If you're not supposed to back up somebody, why did you just not?
I'm going to retire mid-game. Nobody bashed him, by the way. I don't remember anybody bashing him. But they should have. And then there was one more. I can't remember who that was. But
your boy in Buffalo.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the one who retired. And I don't remember anybody bashing him.
The one in San Francisco?
That's the other one I want to talk about. There's one more. I can't remember what it was.
Antonio Brown, fool.
I mean, that's still okay. There's one more than that.
That's my guy right there.
But you talk about all that, and you see no matter how much vitriol they receive in the media, it happened. And it happened 4 times more than it ever has. Believe me, the number's going to keep going up. Of course, these teams are going to make them pay back their contract, but I think there's going to be an uptick in that, to be honest with you. So with that being said, I do think people don't value championships as much as they used to until post-career, when you become like Charles Barkley. And then you on a show with Shaq, and Shaq bring it up whenever he take that jab at you every single time. And now you're like, oh. It's like being on a show with you in 2017. Oh,
I never took shots. I never take shots at nobody.
We wasn't on YouTube back then, but I wish we were.
We're back.
I wish we were.
We're back.
And in 2018, well, all off season of 2018, I told you it was coming, and it's here, and I'm very happy it is. And now you're a little bit more humble, and I love it.
I'm never humble.
I love it. So, you should have saw yourself in 2016, but You know what?
Everybody who know Big French, you know.
I digress.
When you win one ring, you won them all, baby. You stay humbled.
I digress. But yeah, I do
Unlike
think
you,
it's
unlike you bandwagon Chiefs fans.
I do.
Y'all don't know how to act, baby.
I do think it has something to do with in the moment. Yeah, you're making your money for your family, but at the end of it all, you would like something for you. D-Hop's making money, but ultimately is benefiting his family. Ultimately, he's not doing this for selfish purposes.
Allegedly.
He went to J.J. Watt, went to the Arizona Cardinals for the money. Don't sit here and say it's anything different because he in the media now, and he not saying he wish he had a championship,
but he's saying
he wish he had a championship. That would have capped his career off.
I don't know why
he was the defensive player of the year. He had all those things.
I don't know why he picked Arizona.
Because they paid him.
I'm just saying.
Because the Chiefs wanted him at one point. They checked into it.
But the same thing could be said about D-Hop, but he luckily still got here.
God's plan.
No, I'm just saying,
God's plan is all I can say. He ain't do much. I mean,
that's right.
He did enough.
Drake is great.
No.
He said God's plan.
That don't got nothing to do with Drake.
That's a Drake song.
Drake sucks.
You just hate us Canadians. Even though
sucks.
he's a regular Canadian and I'm a French Canadian.
I'm going to have AI write my raps too.
You just better deliver the bar like Drake.
Please.
And he's still the #1 rapper. Streamed. Crazy. Hey, I had something to say, but now I threw my own self off.
Thank God. Anyway, we keep it moving.
No, I'm going to say it anyway. How crazy would it be if Kendrick Lamar brought out Drake at the Super Bowl halftime show? That would be nuts.
I think that's what's happening behind the scenes anyway.
They're just doing it for the money. But anyway.
Do you not? There's part of the same record label. Come on, bro. Come on. We can't be naive. It's 2025. We can't be that naive.
We got to pick a side, baby.
We can't be that naive. They part of the same record label. Even if they had legitimate beef for each other, even if they did, if I'm a record label, I'm making sure that beef stays connected so that this one can be this one. And they both, come on, bro. This ain't Bad Boy.
Bad boy, what you gonna do?
No, they did that on that's all staged, bro. Come on.
All right, let's go to the American Football Conference game, baby.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Drake come out. No, it wouldn't, because then the jig would be up. So no, you gotta milk that cow for what it's worth.
And you Americans is so stupid.
Milk that.
Let's go to the
AFC.
How do you do that? I forgot the words now. American Football Conference.
AFC, same thing.
You people love acronyms. The Buffalo Bills lost to the reigning, defending world Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. And last week, I said it and you agree with it, that McDermott has to outcoach Andrew Walter Reed.
Very rare you're going to do that.
For them to win the game. And McDermott, that was a first down. Let's get that out the way. But that ain't the reason why they lost.
I disagree, but okay.
You think that was the reason they lost?
I disagree that it was a first down.
Oh, that was a first down. Because if he was in the goal line and he jumped and threw the ball over 1 inch like that, they would have said touchdown.
The goal line is different from a first down.
No,
it's definitely different.
No, it's
because
the same
if
reach.
I got momentum going forward, then I have the first down. If I have momentum going forward over the goal line, I don't have the goal. I don't have a touchdown. So therefore, they're not the same.
Listen, how many times have you saw somebody jump and their body didn't cross?
It doesn't have to cross. The rules say that the ball has to cross the plane.
It doesn't different when it's a first down, when the ball crosses the first down marker?
Absolutely.
You sound like a freaking idiot.
It's
I almost said the cuss word.
Say the cuss word.
It was.
Say the cuss word.
You can't say it passes the first down marker and you can't give it to him, but if past the goal line, you give it to him.
But yet, forward progress is a thing.
Oh, God.
Forward progress
is a
thing.
Thing at the goal line?
It doesn't happen because you have to cross the plane.
So
it's a must. You cross the plane. Now, if you want to change, hold on, you want to change the rules, that's perfectly fine with me.
So how many times?
Let's make this abundantly clear. You did it 3 years ago. You changed the rules. They regretted that the rules were changed. Buffalo specifically. regretted that the rules were changed.
So tell me this.
You got to know the rules. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Listen.
The ball crosses the plane and you have full control over it. That is a touchdown. That's why they do this. First thing, you could do the same thing with You could do the same thing with first downs, but you're not going to be awarded forward progress on a touchdown. You're never going to be awarded that ever. But on the first down, you will be. You can be. Not will, can be. Go ahead.
So how many times have we saw quarterbacks? We can say Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, whoever.
Why you only
run
naming two?
Achilles Smith, Teddy Bridgewater, Tim Couch,
Peyton Manning. Come on. What's going on?
Eli Manning.
Say what you're saying.
They run towards the sideline. Their body's not going to cross the thing.
So they reach it out. Yes.
So that's the first down. But when you jump and threw the ball over, it's not a first down no more. That's all I'm saying. It's stupid. That was the first down. That ain't the reason why they lost the game.
Explain that to me again.
You know when they run to the sideline and they stick it
hold
out,
the ball up,
and their body never crosses?
Yeah.
But the ball? How's that?
You could do that at first.
How's that first down? But when
you have possession. It didn't cross.
It
One of
did.
the refs said it didn't cross. And then
the
they conferred with each other and said it wasn't crossed. And from different angles, it looks different ways. And I can't deny that. It did.
Direct deposits.
It look. That's fine with me.
But anyway,
pay more. Pay more, Buffalo. Where you at? Pay more. Stop paying your GM that and pay your refs.
But that's not.
That's what you got to say.
That's not the reason they lost.
I don't care.
Sean McDermott. The week before, y'all played the Baltimore Ravens.
Let me see. I know where you're going with this, and I don't disagree. Go ahead.
And they went for 2-point conversion early in the games. Why are you doing it? That's why you lost. You stupid. You had to outcoach Andrew Walter Reed, one of the top 2 greatest coaches, top 5, top 3 greatest coaches of all time.
Go ahead, continue.
And you just got brain farts, bro. Brain farts. Sometimes them extra points add up, and sometimes you can make the other team start thinking differently. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like 1 point can actually make a team go for it on 4th down or punt it on 4th down. But why was you doing 2-point conversions, stupid? Why? This is Buffalo window, and it's just closed.
I don't think it just closed, but here's the thing.
You think it been closed?
Here's the thing. It closed back in the 90s, okay? What am I supposed to do with that?
Don't do that.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Don't do that.
It closed back in the 90s.
Don't do that.
So don't even hit that. Don't even do that. Let's go. When you're talking about win probability and all that stuff, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like, the Chiefs had a turnover in this game, and the Bills did not. Okay. Josh Allen, I don't think he ran at all, did he?
Oh, don't get me started.
Did he run at all? Like, I'm asking.
He ran about a couple times, but
not enough. He basically did what Lamar did in 2023 or 24.
But however,
he did the exact same thing in this AFC Championship game that Lamar didn't do, that Lamar made a mistake of not doing in the last AFC Championship game.
Don't get me started, but
I'm just asking. I'm just saying. There was no real use of the legs here, and that's one of your best features.
Josh, somewhat, probably the closest one besides Joe Burrow that can go almost toe for toe with Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball.
Close, but no Siggy, yeah.
But don't get me started on the running. Why you run Dalvin Cook 13 times? 13, and he was chopping up what? 4, 5, 6 yards a carry?
James Cook.
Same Cook. They got the DNA. They brothers.
They cooking.
We're brothers. Oh, anyway, back to my rant.
Yes, please.
You ran James Cook 13 times. What? See, McDermott, you're out there. I don't know why. Remember last week and every year since we've been doing this podcast, I said, you said, teams just get dumb in the playoffs and just stop doing what they're doing to get them there.
And this is the difference between everybody else and what the Bengals did. I don't even think it was coaching. It was game planning the whole time.
Now, the Bengals stayed true to their game plan.
I mean, they knew what they had, and they played to it. Now, every game since, I mean, no. I mean, they do, but, the Chiefs have had time to realize what their fatal flaw is and take advantage of it. But, like, the Bengals,
they stick with what they know.
They didn't run the ball. They knew the ball was best in the hands of Joseph B. L. Burrow. I don't know his middle names because
Joseph L. B. Burrow.
B. L. Burrow.
LSU player.
And is in the best hands of their underpaid Triple Crown receiver, Jamar Chase. And guess where the ball ended up being? In them two dudes' hands.
How you know it was Joseph Lee Burrow though?
I knew it was Lee. I didn't know. I just added the B on. I didn't mean to add the B, but I knew it was Lee.
How you call him Joey B, baby?
That's it. That's why. That's exactly why, actually. But
Macaulay Culkin Jr.
Stop. They knew and they exploited that, and it worked 4 times. 4 times. It's their call to fame, really. Let's be real here. Hasn't been since, because when you get your fatal flaws exposed, you better fix them. Otherwise, you will get exposed again. And the Chiefs fixed those things. Now they're having trouble trying to figure out another way around. They're getting it, but they're not getting all the way there. The Buffalo Bills ain't doing that. They ain't doing that. They get these receivers, which is cool. And if we notice, by the by, Saquon's going to take over this next game, but it's going to be about.
Hey, we ain't talking about.
Okay, fine. Everybody, most of these games this season, the tight end goes off against the Chiefs. I can't remember old dude's name.
Likely.
Not for the Buffalo. Not for them. I'm talking about for Buffalo.
I
think it's Hollins. Kincaid didn't do it. It was Knox, but I think
Knox should have caught that ball.
Knox should have caught. I mean, Knox, yeah. Which one of them is the tight end? I think it was Kincaid. It was Kincaid.
He still had it.
And Kincaid's supposed to be that good. He had it. It was right there. And that would have been the tight end taking over that game. The tight end could really do some damage in these games against the Chiefs. Yeah. It did.
So
I'm just
and
they just had in Buffalo. Oh, shout out to Spags for the timed blitz coming from somewhere I never thought it would. That blitz came out of nowhere, and he sent a lot of guys. So much so, it showed Josh Allen's poise and even his awareness to toss it up where he tossed it, because it passed the first down. I was like, dude,
and it hit him
pretty
right
good. And while dude was falling down, getting possibly sacked, he didn't get sacked, but that could have really changed everything about that game had dude just caught it. And Josh Allen's trying his
world?
Josh Allen trying his hardest, bro, and it's not his fault.
That's why he was my MVP when I did the MVP.
It's not his fault. He's doing the first game against Patrick Mahomes, first playoff game, might have been his fault. I don't think it was, but you could say it was. The rest of them haven't. His team failed him. His coaching failed him. Bro, and I was upset for Josh. I'm never upset for losing franchises. I'm not.
Why you calling losing franchise?
For the loss against the Chiefs, because my team has won. But Josh Allen did his best. 34 passes, 2 touchdowns, and that pass could have been caught, and he would have at least had another shot.
To at least
it wouldn't have won the game, but it would have been a shot.
Try to get to overtime.
Yeah, 29-32. That's 3 points to at least tie it.
Then now, if they didn't go for them 2-point conversions early,
It's a tie.
31-32.
Or 31. And
Then
that was
you
my
had-
that was
then-
my game prediction. 31-32 Chiefs.
Then you have a chance to win,
To
the,
win
game
the game.
with a field goal.
And
But
you would have.
I knew that.
That's crazy.
I knew they was definitely gonna lose and not tie it when it was coming down to a 2-minute warning, and it's 3rd and 10,
Okay.
and you threw that stupid ass screen ball,
I didn't.
and you already had like 6 people over there on your own team, threw the defenders over there, and you got the 5. Then it went to 2-minute warning. Then that 4th and 5 play.
I don't know what they were thinking on that one.
Like, you don't do that play, especially when you drawing everybody to that side. But anyway, and the Chiefs, they find a way to win.
And that's
Will their luck run out of Super Bowl? We shall see.
I don't even think it's luck. Half the time,
Well,
I think it's situational football.
I'm talking about situational.
I know what you're talking
But
about.
everybody says luck.
Everybody says luck, and I think most of it is situational football.
That's when great coaching comes
leading out. And I've never seen it on display more than I've seen it this year with the Chiefs team.
And this year, Chiefs team made me think about when I was playing high school basketball.
Yeah.
When we was at practice. Why we running these plays?
Stupid drills. Yes.
Why we running these
Yes.
plays?
Yes.
Situational. We
You
don't want to be in situational basketball. We just want to be up where we don't have to play.
No, you
But
got to come through with those
games.
You got to play situational football, situational basketball,
Situational
situations,
everything.
because anything can happen. And as the saying goes, luck favors the prepared.
Next week we will go over the Super Bowl strategies, and we shall have Big Fish on the podcast.
That's gonna be nice.
But before we go, I need to talk about Justin Tucker. That's what is he done?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh because this is a serious issue.
Is
I apologize.
he gonna get the treatment that Deshaun Watson got?
Probably
No,
not.
the scrutiny of everything.
Probably not. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what's gonna happen. Honestly, I thought he might retire, but he's not gonna retire. Why?
He need that money now.
And why? Why would I retire? You gonna get rid of me? You got to get rid of me. And plus, we've seen situations like this where teams actually, I don't want to say back, but support. I don't even want to say support because it sounds disgusting.
Especially the Ravens franchise, where they saw what Ray Rice did, and they didn't do nothing until the public seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I do think there's a there's a difference here with positions with. I wasn't gonna have to say it. I don't have to say it because we all know it. But I don't think
gotta address it.
I don't think that he'll be released, and I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to retire. I mean, the sentiment's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but we all know in the court of public opinion, it is guilty. The opposite.
And even when you're innocent, you're still guilty.
Yeah. So, or proven innocent, you're still guilty. Could have been crossed in Timbuktu somewhere, and you're still guilty.
Did you know that's a real place?
Africa, yes.
You look like a booty scratcher.
I mean, sometimes my booty itches.
What? You sick freak.
If it's itching, I'm going to scratch it.
Super Bowl previews and predictions next week. Until next time, be safe, be easy, and remember, fat meat is greasy.
Deuces.